Hey guys, it's ViewMasters Reactions, and we're back with Campaign 2, Episode 35, Part 2. Last we saw, the Patreon hour was phenomenal. We have now found who I'm assuming is Marcus Dupoil. They were ducked down by a crate. We saw a Zuello. Either way, it's unimportant. He pays one off, waits for the ship. We're all watching. One comes, Zalezo pays him off. We have a little banter between us. Like, we heard 5 gold is a good number because we've done it twice that they seem to be pleased. We make some commotion. Ford and Bo are talking. Hey, I have a good idea. Use your armor, float under there, listen in, hear what they're saying. I thought it was a great idea. What wasn't a great idea was jumping immediately off the dock, plummeting down 10 feet with 200 plus pounds of weight and splashing in the water. Even if you rolled a natural 20, I don't know how you don't hit the water with extreme loudness from 10 feet. And Ford acknowledged it, so I'll give him, you know, everyone makes a mistake from time to time. As soon as they said it, you should have, talked to the group and said, like, hey, is this cool? Maybe I'll go down where the rocks are and I'll slowly ease in the water and I'll, like, Navy style with the, you've seen it in movies where people go in the water and they, like, slowly go under the water and then they're, like, under the water. Like, you don't just drop off a 10-foot deck, or at least acknowledge it. But he asked and he said, whatever. So, hey, the only other thing I want to point out, and I only pointed out because the Patreon hour a lot of you guys don't see, Jester lied to her mother in the episode, and I said, it honestly doesn't matter to me one way or the other. I just feel like it didn't make sense to me for her to do it, and I'm curious what your guys' opinion is. I don't think, 1, she should have lied, and 2, I think it would have been better if she told her mother, don't worry, we talked to him, you got nothing to worry about. We literally sent him off on a ship. He'll never return again. You're good. But don't worry, we didn't kill him. We respected your wishes. We may have cut a hand off. I would have left the hand part out. I wouldn't have been completely honest in the sense of leaving out details. To me, leaving out details isn't lying. You're just being short about it. So I would have been like, yo, Mom, just so you know, we saw Algar. We talked to him. We literally sent him off on a ship. We saw him depart, gave him some money, say don't return, or we'll have words. That to me is so much more reassuring than lying. Like, that's my problem with it. Isn't that she lied so much, even though that's another issue, the lying, because her and her mom have a great relationship. If it was me and somebody did that for me and then came to me and goes, Jay, I went to go resolve this problem and they were gone, I'd be like, fuck. Where'd they go? Why did they just leave like that? That's weird. I would be more concerned. Now I'm worried. That's really weird and reckless. That's not like their character. Like, why would they do that? And I'm not saying a character like a character. I'm saying, like, in their characteristics as a person. I don't know. I think it was a bad choice. A lot of them showed that they were not really all about that. And then she even made it a point to go, did I do something bad? I'm sorry. And we kind of covered it up and just, like, went on. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't the worst choice. There was a lot worse. That's why I'm like, I guess it doesn't matter one way or the other. Will it have relevance? Probably not. But I just feel like telling the truth more so would have been beneficial. Let's jump in. You guys want to see more of what I do, full unedited episodes, all the shows on the channel, seasons edited, what you're seeing, hundreds of exclusives you only see on Patreon. The link is at the end. Dozens of shows you'll never see on YouTube. I just don't have time to edit it all. Doctor Who, Person of Interest, the Hour, Patreon exclusive on every episode of this show. Tons of bonus stuff. Dozens of other shows. Steven Universe. One Punch Man just started. Check it out. If not, Campaign 2. Episode 35, Part 2.
I didn't even ask, how far is the water from the fucking dock? 5 feet or like...
This is Ford feet? Asking. I went back a little. This is Ford finding out the drop.
It's about 10 foot.
Okay.
10-foot drop.
Sweet. I can't even get out of this water if I wanted to.
So Ford is now stuck in the water.
But
also, has 10 minutes gone by?
No.
Okay.
Because when you started this, everyone was going into the prize.
How do I want to do this? My Life, Loves, and Dice Rolls While Being God of Exandria by Matthew Mercer.
So sometime passed. 5-10 didn't, but...
Right.
You're the DM.
While this is all going on, I'm going to cast a message and send it to Caleb and say, there's something in the water! and there's some argument happening! Something's going wrong, horribly wrong, Caleb! We should get out of here! You can respond to this message.
My mom was right. I never should have gotten involved with you.
And Bo is still going with this whole engagement thing. I don't know if I said that in the beginning.
Every time I try to talk to me, do you?
In the Tracy voice, Bo's pretending she's calling off
The-
her and Caleb's
the figure?
engagement.
Yeah.
Kind of gets within 15 feet of where you're standing and he says, "Hey, piss off."
Hey, you know what? You piss off, okay? I've had a rough day. Okay.
The
I just
Tracy
wanna
voice
be
is back.
By myself in the ocean.
Closes his fist.
Oh no.
3 arrows get loosed from the ship in your direction.
Oh my God, are
That's
you
gonna
kidding
be
me?
A 14 to hit. Misses, I believe.
He says
That's
piss
going to be
off.
a 19 to hit.
Hits.
And another 19.
Hits.
She,
Run away, Tracy.
I can't believe that was the, hey,
All right,
this
that
guy
is
means
7
business.
points of damage.
I'm going to deflect missiles.
But now they're going to immediately know something's up.
What do I have to roll
As
for
soon
that?
as she deflects,
One
I
straight
almost think
action?
she should have
20,
took
10
the
plus-
arrows
You do.
and been like, I'm
It's
so upset. Like, she should have kept going with
minus
it.
1d10 plus
Take
my
the arrows.
level. It just
Because then you
happens,
can
right?
literally,
Yeah, you
they're
just
going to
roll a
have
D-
to
roll a
believe it
D10
if you keep going at
plus
that
one level.
point.
Right, but it's my monk level is.
Like, if you took 2 arrows and kept going with
Yeah,
that
so I'm
story,
good. I'm gonna go
they'd
ahead and spend
almost
a key
have to
point to
believe
send
you.
it back
Because
to
that's
this guy.
crazy. I would
Okay.
have kept playing. Spending a key point,
Yeah.
send it back
This
to
is
the guy.
Love that she was having a fight with her boyfriend with a giant owl on her shoulder.
Yeah.
That's right.
He's my rock. He's the only one who understands.
But see, Matt literally said, yeah. Like, that was kind of dumb. Matt's saying it
Natural
like,
20.
you literally, and we said it earlier,
Ooh,
you know
okay,
you're going to
so
have a giant
go ahead
owl.
and,
You're
and
not going to be
roll a
inconspicuous.
D6.
I'll be honest with you, I wasn't
I
even
thought I
thinking
got a
about the
D10
owl.
with the
But that makes it even
whatever
funnier.
the bolt is. Back at him.
Right. The bolt is it's well the
In my
arrow is a
opinion,
D6.
this was bound to happen anyway. So
your
to me, it's
dexterity.
all just for good
Plus
entertainment.
my dex.
But I did forget about the owl. I think she should have just took the arrows. That would have been so much funnier if she took the arrows
damage,
and then was
yeah,
like
plus my
Tracy
dex.
on the
Yeah, so it's
ground.
D6 plus your dex.
I am
Okay, so 7.
so
7 points of
upset.
damage. So
I just broke off
someone
my
back here.
engagement.
at a pretty decent distance. The other one's going to go ahead and the other one that hits you. Yeah, that's 8 points of damage.
All right, so she took 15
missiles?
damage.
So it's a third key point. Or
Oh
second
wait, that's
key
right.
point
Never
spent.
mind.
No, it's only a key point when I send it back.
Right, but you've already used one reaction, so you have to spend another key point to get an additional.
Gotcha. I will do that.
Do you get key points on short rests?
So
She
it
does, yes.
takes. Yes, I do.
Awesome.
It was 7
Monks are
damage. You
cool.
said.
8 points.
I still,
Okay, so I take
based
one
on
point.
everything I know
2
to this
piercing
point,
damage.
I still think I'd go monk. Based, I mean, I do like the stealth of the rogue, though. My personal
I'm
opinion.
gonna spend another key
I,
point to send this one back.
I
to you.
love
Okay.
everyone's
I'm gonna do
characters
it.
in their own ways, but I wouldn't want to be a wizard. I wouldn't
17.
want to be
Yeah.
a cleric. I wouldn't want to be. I mean, warlock's pretty
At the-
cool,
at the
actually.
guy who-
Warlock,
8
they're all cool in their
damage.
own
8
ways.
damage. Is this the guy
Personally,
who already took an arrow, or to the another?
I'm
sort of
thinking
three
monk
fire
or
at you,
rogue.
So
2 at the guy who's closest to me.
okay. So
Both of these
8.
back this guy.
Okay, so the same guy gets hit by both arrows. Gah! At this point, the
Yeah,
guy who had given the
we're in
order
full-fledged-
sees you do this, and his hand comes down, gives a quick shot of his shoulder. Come on, take him out.
yeah. Now we're in a full-fledged
Hey,
battle.
Caleb. Hey, Caleb.
The second you see a lady
They don't
acting
think
like
I'm a
that,
dumb drunk
and
bitch.
she fires
Didn't work.
the arrows back at you.
Where we are,
Gosh.
Matt, before you run off for the thing, can you describe, as Caleb shakes his head out of what he was doing, what do I see? I haven't paid attention to any of
That's
that.
what I'm about to show you.
It's going to be all be in front of me?
Yeah.
I love this. I love this.
Oh. Caleb's asking what Matt's about to say
go
or say.
It's gonna be bad.
The raven
Sorry,
in the
guys.
look.
Sorry.
Oh, never mind. We're
It was
about to
just
see
the-
everything.
the
We're
most
gonna get a battle map. I didn't think that.
Sneak up.
I honestly didn't.
ever.
In my head, I was thinking we'd be able to handle this
We have bad
without a
rolls
battle
on
map.
important things.
That was bad.
Oh my!
Fucking look at this. Is the best map you ever made.
This is like a full-on
All worth it.
dock
Everything
with
is worth
ships
it
and
now,
everything.
so.
Show me. Why do I only see a mast? I only see mast sticking out.
That is the figure.
I feel like it's a. I
Show
feel
me
like
the
it's a
cam.
misty night. It feels like a misty night too.
Oh my God, we got the docks.
No, I think we're all right.
So you guys
Look
were
at this over there's a barrel hanging on a
actually
rope
could be a
or
little
a
further
crate.
back here.
Gosh, golly
Feels like
darn
we
gee.
should
Might have been about there.
There's actually like
I assume find familiar.
moving pieces that we could
Yeah.
probably use to hurt
That
people.
was the first idea.
It was.
I see lanterns lit.
I also think
There
Things
is
kinda start moving
actual
quickly.
lanterns flickering. I love it. See the little things, like the details.
So badass.
The flickering lanterns is amazing.
this is.
See, I
gonna
honestly,
kill
we were
Marius.
talking the other day that we're gonna start looking into buying Dwarven
We
Forge
could
stuff to
grab
display.
Marius and try and get the fuck out.
It's a good thing we rested.
The
on
docks
the
are pretty
following night,
cool.
Yeah,
I
right.
love
so
it.
good.
I hate
What is that?
swimming and I hate the
In the
beach,
water.
but I love ships
there.
and pirates and water, like docks as far as this kind of
Jester.
water. Hey, look at how cool the docks are and shit.
You were like
Yeah.
writing.
All right. So
That's really
you have been
awesome.
hiding
I like
off
this a
to the other
lot.
side of the dock here.
Ooh,
The wharf
look at me,
docks.
well positioned.
Caduceus, Jester.
Maybe were we like down over there? Or?
God, we're probably almost done with
next
this
to the building
too.
or something.
I was like, yeah.
This
like,
ends at 2:03, I think. So
crouching
actually, we still
down,
got
like
18
observing, right?
minutes left. We got a decent amount.
Keeping out of sight best you can. And watch this. Yasha, whoever wants to
Do
run
we
Yasha.
finish this battle in 18 minutes?
Do we have?
Because I'm thinking of why they
We
would
will,
take a
'cause we're
break.
gonna take a break
Whoa!
before we jump into this because it's 9 o'clock.
oh, nice.
I'll give you guys a moment to kind of
Oh,
figure your shit out.
Shit, son.
wait.
So
So cool, Matt.
we'll be right back here for this giveaway while we're gone by Wormwood.
I thought
We have
I must
here,
have saw the wrong timestamp. I thought we
old
stopped at
cherrywood.
2:03. I must have read the wrong one.
This is a nice little cherrywood piece here with the eastern sea of the Euphorus Peninsula, drawn by our awesome friend Devin Rue. This is the full dice tower and little dice.
I'm gonna have to go
set.
back and look.
This will be
I
going
literally
20
thought we had a
listeners out
decent
there.
amount of time left.
So
All right,
to
this one's gonna be
enter this
really short.
tonight.
We basically got 10 minutes in part two.
Oh, there it is. Somewhere in the vicinity. Ha ha ha. I was prepared and then it went away.
Had I known that, I would have definitely split it differently. I thought we had to go to 2:03. I must have read the wrong thing. My bad.
Yeah, my paper.
But at least we got
completely
some Matt Mercer
vanished. The
here.
code word is married. M-A-R-I-D. Marid.
Marid. Marid.
Married. M-A-R-I-D. Head over to the
That is the
Critical Role Twitch
name
chat
of the
to
water
enter. Enter only
elemental
once.
genie.
Any more than that, you'll be disqualified.
Or what they're
We'll
called,
come
at
back with a
least.
winner here in just a moment. See you guys in a
All
second.
right, break. I literally just went back and looked as soon as I cut the episode off just to double check because I'm like, I could have sworn I saw 2:03. I did see 2:03, and you probably already know if you're watching this, if you have been following along, or specifically if you're the dude, that was last episode. 2:03 sounded familiar because that's where I stopped episode 34. I looked real quick in the messages. The dude sends me a list of every episode and where the break is so I know how to break them down. I thank him for it. I'm about halfway through the list he already gave me, but it goes into the 50s, I think, or close to it. So we got a couple months left before that list runs out. Either way, it said 147 and change. That's where we ended it. I apologize. I thought I split it. In my mind, I thought we still had 18 minutes. I'm thinking, holy shit, we're going to get two 30-plus minute part 1 and 2, a solid hour Patreon exclusive, and we're still going to get like a 2-hour live stream. We're actually only going to get about an hour and 45-minute live stream and one of the shortest part 2s ever. At least I got to talk a lot in the beginning because I talked for about 5 or 6 minutes in the beginning. Let's sum up everything we saw since we have time now. So I want to know what you guys think. It probably wouldn't have worked anyway, and honestly, I think what Bo did was the right move. Deflecting the arrows, sending one back. We are now in full-on battle. The battle map came out, one of the coolest battle maps ever. I like the ones where there's the fog machines involved and the underground and stuff, but as far as uniqueness, we have never been on the coast yet. This is the first time we're having a battle on the coast, especially it being on the docks with pirate ships and everything. In the background is like a rope and pulley system with a crate hanging. I have to assume that's going to come into play and do something. I'm loving it. I love the battle map. I talked in the live stream, the last one we did, about how we have now accumulated enough money where we got to start picking some Dwarven Forge stuff, because that's what the fund is. If you donate money, I said every dollar, I'm not going to use it for myself, or I mean, I could say I'm buying beer with it, but I want to buy radiator material because it's technically half Dwarven Forge, half Radiator Fund. But I got tons to fill my radiator. Let's get some Dwarven Forge. I don't know how I'll display it, but somehow we're going to figure out a way. Like these Dolph Lundgren trunks are going to end up going up here where Han Solo kitty picture is. I'm eventually going to stretch the shelving, change it all around. I even want to be straight forward instead of at an angle. Right now, you guys, I'm sure, can tell that the way the back wall is slanted and the shelving looks and everything, the room is at a slant. So I can make it where it's all straight on. I don't know. We got to change it up. I've told you guys we're going to definitely do that. Going back to the Patreon Hour exclusive, things I might have missed talking about. I don't know if that was official and not even made a comment and Jester was like, no, I didn't give it to her. But she was being weird about how she said it, where she was like, this is your home. This is its home now. And I was getting confused. I'm like, is she telling her mom, this is your dog? Like, we're not going to take the dog with us? And not took it the way I took it. And then Jester was like, no, it's our dog. But then we entertained the idea and others were like, yeah, do we really want to keep bringing this dog around? At that point, Jester was like, well, I'm keeping the weasel and we're obviously keeping Professor Thaddeus, which was also hilarious in the part we just watched, how I didn't even think about that. Somebody pointed it out and Matt made a face like, yeah, that was pretty dumb. You were doing all this, acting like you were some drunk valley girl that just broke off the engagement, threw a ring in the water, while this giant, ominous... I don't know how big it is. Have we ever got the exact size on Thaddeus, Professor Thaddeus? Because I feel like it was a tinier owl. I don't know. I honestly don't know. But in my mind, I imagined it being like, you know, yay big. Like if it was on my shoulder right now, like about to here. Like, that's how I imagine Professor Thaddeus. Maybe that is what they're talking about, but the way they're expressing it, looking on Bo's shoulder in this scenario, is making me think like it's really big. And this kid in the last part, in the Patreon hour, when we got Professor Thaddeus back, the kid who we gave the gold to watch it was like clawed up on the face of like, holy crap, this thing is difficult to feed. And then it took off into the tavern or the lavish chateau while people were eating, was flying around. We had to be stern. Bo rolled good, but Bo was like, yo, fucker, get over here. And it did because she rolled good. But now I feel like that's also going to become a thing. I feel like we're going to have to curse at Thaddeus in order for Thaddeus to listen properly. I guess at the end of the day, it all does depend on the rolls because your animal handling is what is giving you the ability to have it listen. At a point, could you become so good that you no longer need to roll? I feel like you should be able to form a bond, specifically with a pet. My cats, I've known them so long. I could literally whistle right now and Coco will jump on my lap. In the beginning, maybe I had to roll for training or animal handling, but now it's like second nature because they're my buddy. I'm assuming stuff like that will occur in this. Either way, we got the live stream on Friday. We will finish up this. We're going to jump right into a battle. I love it. Last episode live stream was a battle. This episode's live stream is going to be a battle. How intense is it going to be? I was worried at the end there. I even said, shit, we got 18 minutes left. Are we going to finish this in 18 minutes? Because in my mind, I'm thinking we only take breaks either right before major events or right after major events. So if we didn't take a break yet, we're going to get a short battle. And then Matt Mercer goes, we're taking a break. That leads me to believe we went from having a very short battle to having a very long battle. Probably the 3/4 length of the live stream, which is only about an hour and 45 minutes. I feel like at least an hour plus of that is going to be this battle. I'm curious to see what happens. We finally have Marcus Lapoil. I'll see you Friday. You guys want to see more of what I do, full unedited episodes, all the shows on the channel, seasons out of what you're seeing, hundreds of exclusives you only see on Patreon. The link is in front of me. Dozens of shows you'll never see on YouTube. I just don't have time to edit it all. Doctor Who, Person of Interest, the Patreon Hour exclusive, dozens of other shows we just started. Steven Universe, One Punch Man, the new My Little Pony on Netflix. Check it out. If not, comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.